Welcome to the very first episode of At the Movies with Jose and Sean. I'm Jose.
Sean.
So today we're going to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. Now I've never picked up the comic for Guardians of the Galaxy, never heard of it. So I went into the movies with a blank expectations, and I gotta say I enjoyed it. What do you think? What do you think of the movie, Sean?
Like Jose, I never read the comics. I've heard of them before, but I never really delved into that universe. I was always more of a Batman, Spider-Man, Superman type guy. But going into it with no expectations, I enjoyed it. I was pleasantly surprised.
So a lot of critics said that this is greater than Captain America, the Winter Soldier.
Which a lot of people arguably say was the best Marvel movie up to date.
And I gotta say, it is not as great as Captain America, but I did really enjoy it. I enjoyed the humor in it, I enjoyed the storyline, and I enjoyed the character. My personal favorite was Rocket the Raccoon. What about you, Sean?
I'd actually say I think my favorite was Groot.
Groot?
I really enjoyed his character.
Really?
In the movie. Yeah. He brought just he seemed to have more heart than any other character in the whole movie, and I loved it.
Alright. You know what the Groot reminded me of, though? It reminded me of the Iron Giant. I don't know if a lot of you remember that movie, but it's the animated movie
I can see that. Yeah,
where Vin Diesel was also the voice of the Iron Giant.
I did not know that.
Oh, well, now you know. It actually is like my favorite line in that movie is where he goes like, "I am Superman," and crashes into the star. I don't know if you remember that scene, but it was one of my favorite scenes. But one character that I do say I will, I don't know his background, but could be probably an improvement is Dave Bautista. I believe he had very low dialogue. Another thing that I'm concerned about, because watching the movie, it leads us to believe that there's going to be a second movie, a sequel to Guardians of the Galaxy. So right now, I don't know if you know, but Batista is a professional wrestler currently signed to the WWE. Now, with that being said, he has a contract with WWE, and I'm not sure if they're going to allow him to be part of the second movie. What do you think?
I think that you're thinking too much into his situation, because I don't watch the WWE, but I don't know. I do know that he retired at one point and he came back. I don't know how long ago it was that he came back. But I do know for the Marvel movies, usually when they sign on an actor, they sign him on for multiple films. So he would have already had his contract negotiated for Marvel, and I'm sure that if he signed with WWE after that point, they would have worked that into his contract.
See, I don't know how the contracts work, because like I don't know if you know this, but Vince McMahon, the chairman of the WWE, has WWE films, which he likes to keep a lot of his wrestlers, a lot of his talents within his universe. So with that being said, I don't enjoy when an actor gets replaced, such as Iron Man, with Terrence Howard, which he got replaced with Don Cheadle. Did I say his name right? But I actually want to see. It makes me excited to see the second movie. I don't know how long that will be. Do you know anything about that?
If it's like any of the other movies, it'd be 2 to 3 years probably.
Yeah, but that actually makes me excited. I enjoyed this movie. I give it a 7.5, or actually an 8 for this film. What do you think?
Well, just real quick, I really think that you're worrying a little bit too much about Batista's character. I think it's going to be fine. He's going to be in it. I don't think there's going to be any problems there. As far as the actual rating goes for the film, that's tough. I don't have a set rating scale like Jose does.
My scale is 1 to 10. I forgot to mention that. It's a 1 to 10.
But I would definitely say it's... If you're into the Marvel movies, the comic book movies, the action, comedy, I would say it's a must-see in theaters.
I do agree. So Sean and I, we're actually on the same page on this movie, and I actually want to see it again, just in case I missed something else. What do you think of the extra scene in the end? The after credits.
Well, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
So if you I haven't seen the movie yet. Turn it off. Stop watching this video. Forget that we ever existed. The end credits confuse me. The end credits scene.
Yeah.
Because you got Benicio del Toro's character just sipping on
What? Some fancy drink.
Yeah, and he's all beat up from an explosion that happened earlier on in the movie. And then you see the Russian space dog walk up to him and start looking him in the face, and all of a sudden you got Howard the Duck sitting there wisecracking about it. Brand, I don't know what to think about it.
Me neither.
I think it was just the movie had a very heavy 80s culture influence on it with the music, which had some 70s and 80s mixed in there and stuff. But Star-Lord's character, when he got abducted, was in 1988, so that kid grew up in the 80s when he was on Earth. So a lot of homage, a lot of stuff having to do with the 80s, and I think that the Howard the Duck character was probably just a fun Easter egg just thrown in there to,
yeah.
for the audience.
Yeah,
I don't think it really means anything at all.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I will look into this, see if there's anything else what the interwebs have to say. But yeah,
I won't look into it. You can look into it if you want. Google.
Yeah, Google. I'll Google it. See if I can find anything else.
Maybe I'll post a comment letting me know what you found if
it
you're
could
too
be
lazy to type in Google.
It could be just an Aflac. What's that insurance commercial? Aflac. It could be that. Let's see. I enjoyed the music in the movie was awesome. I really enjoyed all the music.
Yeah, the music was fun. The soundtrack was great. Like I said, very heavily influenced in like the 70s and 80s.
All right. So Sean and I, we're letting you guys know you should watch this movie. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Good movie.
So later on tonight, I will go see Hercules.
I'm not going to see Hercules.
He's not going to see it, but I will.
Not in theaters.
I'm going to see another former professional wrestler, Dwayne, the People's Champion, The Rock Johnson. Play Hercules.
That's cool. I think the movie. I just have no desire to see this particular movie in theaters. I kind of pick and choose my movies because I'm not a huge fan of the movie-going experience because of all. Like for instance, when watched Guardians of the Galaxy, there was a lot of little kids around us constantly talking and chatting and laughing. Even heard a little baby crying.
That's why I want to smack those babies.
So I try to wait as long as I can for seeing a movie. With some movies that I just hear such great things about, I have to go see them. Hercules, I've not heard that many good things about, so I'm gonna hold off and we'll let Jose handle that.
Yeah, because so far as we've discussed earlier, to me it feels like it's very heavily promoted, and usually when it's heavily promoted, in my opinion, is when it's kind of like a flop. One of the movies we watched was Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, which Sabotage. Which
horrible movie.
Do not watch it.
I would not recommend. I would only recommend watching that if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and there's nothing else on TV and you can't sleep. It will put you to sleep.
Yeah, it will put you to sleep. But yeah, it's one of those films that I believe it's heavily promoted, and so The Rock, trust me, to me, The Rock, the People's Champion, is a really great actor. I enjoyed him in multiple films that he's been in. That's why I want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I enjoy The Rock as an actor. It looks like the CG is too overdone. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm not going to see it for a while. You'll see it. So
will you see it when it comes out on DVD or?
Yeah, I'll give it a red box run, maybe even a pay-per-view run if I'm feeling crazy.
So stay tuned if you want to know what I think about Hercules, because there was a film that came out, I think it was Hercules.
The Legend of Hercules.
The Legend of Hercules.
Did you watch that? Earlier 2014, late 2013. I started watching it. I got about 15 minutes into it maybe, and I just turned.
I still have.
I had better things to do with my time, so.
Oh, okay. All right. So with that, we'll leave you until our next episode. We will do a next episode, and I guess right now, sun's out, guns out.
Maybe we'll do the next episode.
Maybe we'll do the next episode. We'll see how it goes.
This is our first time. It's probably pretty crappy.
Probably. It's
Probably
like,
get a lot of dislikes. There's probably some hate mail. Even though you don't know our addresses, I'm sure you'll find a way.
Big brother. Yeah, so for now we'll leave you out. We'll leave you, with our review. Comment, like us, dislike us, leave us your hate comments.
If people do like this, which they probably won't, then one thing that we're talking about, we're brainstorming some ideas, and one thing we're talking about doing is potentially doing more reviews throughout the week, maybe.
Yep.
Doing throwback reviews, retro movies, classic movies.
Yep.
And just add a little bit more content in there because we're both,
This I have no experience in this kind of presentations, as you can tell. But your ideas, your feedbacks would help us improve if we do decide to move forward with this movie review. Look at his puppy eyes. All right, guys, we're out. Peace. Enjoy your day, your night, your movies. Eat some popcorn or sneak them into the movie theaters. As you know, they're always overpriced. Always got my pocket here. So.
And if you could think of a better name for what we're doing here, this little whatever the hell this is.
Yeah, whatever this
please
is.
Feel free. Try not to be too mean. I'm very sensitive. Jose, he can take it. He's a rock. He's my rock. But I'm very sensitive. So.
He's got feelers.
That's it.
All right. Peace out. Have fun.
I love you. Okay. Should we just use that?